It's always a good time.
Yeah.
You bet it is.
For a holiday snack.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Of course, Phil, you're referring to the after show, right?
That's what I'm always referring to.
That is
In
the
all
most
things.
wonderful time of the
Fail in
podcast.
all things.
Welcome, everybody. It's the after show. This week, we are doing a Game Fan review quiz. This one derived from the December 1992 issue. That's the second issue of Die Hard Game Fan.
What was on the cover of the second issue?
Monitor.
I don't know. Monitor is a definite.
Yeah.
Definitely have the mascot. And I
Right.
am not sure what is on the cover because I
I'll bet
don't
you the
actually
editorial
have
was
the
something about how EGM sucked.
probably.
Had the rivalry started that early in the magazine's
It was
existence?
Oh,
right
yeah.
from the start.
It was right
Yeah.
from the start. Yeah,
Okay.
It was
the
one-sided at first, I think, but
comic
Well, yeah.
strips were in there.
BGM.
All right.
Blowmeister Games.
That's right. Oh,
What was? Because it was Blowmeister Games.
Faka.
and
Faka.
No, that Faco. That was
Johnny
Turbo.
That was the Johnny Turbo. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Fako.
Okay.
Yeah. Fako was the Johnny Turbo because that was the evil company that was trying to trick kids into thinking that the TurboGrafx CD was not the first CD based
Okay.
system.
Yeah.
But the Monitor strips, they had the like fake EGM,
Mhm.
and I believe it was Blowmeister Games.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was also BGM.
BGM. Yeah.
So was it
Background
Blowmeister Games Magazine?
Probably.
I don't know.
Do
They
we
weren't
care?
that smart back in the day.
It's not as well thought out as you might hope. The
Not
Monitor
smart
strip
comedy. Not smart comedy. So anyway, second issue. The first issue was October.
Would be. Okay.
Second issue, December. Right to it. No November.
Okay. Well, were they just doing
I think it was
bi-monthly
I think it was bi-monthly
at that point? Yeah. Okay.
because they weren't. It was an extension of their catalog, really.
Right.
Die Hard
Die Hard Game Club, right?
Game Club. Yeah,
Was the store?
yeah. Totally separate, not the same thing.
No, I mean
Don't
they were both
accuse.
kind of owned by Halverson, right?
I heard at one point the explanation was, and this could be wrong,
Okay.
that Halverson owned the magazine and
Right.
his wife or girlfriend owned the Game Club,
Oh, the store.
the store.
So
Yeah.
totally separate entities. then.
Totally separate.
Totally separate. I don't own the store. It's
No.
just my girlfriend or wife who does.
Yeah, I
Lance.
forget. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
There was
So
one
anyway,
of the Game Club stores in Arlington Heights, Illinois.
I remember going to that store,
Yeah, I went there once or twice.
seeing $150 price tag on some games, and then walking straight out.
I remember going there, and they had the Japanese Rockman 7,
Mhm.
which was of course Mega Man 7 for Super Famicom, and the clerk working there was trying to convince me to buy it because there was no way Mega Man 7 would ever be released in the United
Yeah.
States.
Just
So,
read Game Fan, they'll tell you.
yeah. I was
They
like,
will-
that
They tell the truth.
seems unlikely. All the
All the other ones did.
all the other ones did. Yeah, they're just gonna sleep on the first
Skip this one.
classic Mega Man game on Super Nintendo. That seems
Yeah, sure.
iffy, but
It was a different time then.
It was.
Phil. Different time.
it was.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to read reviews
Mm-hmm.
out of here, and there are only 2 reviewers in
Oh,
these early issues of Game
Oh, really?
Fan: Skid and Brody. Who knows who
both Dave
Brody is? I
Halverson?
think they're
yeah. Well,
Skid is definitely Dave Halverson.
yeah. He was E Storm and Skid.
Yeah.
And
At least.
Postmeister. Wasn't he Postmeister?
Was he?
No, I
Not
don't
that
think so.
Postmeister ever reviewed anything, but
Right.
Yeah.
But who?
He
Yeah.
was multiple people.
Brody is
there.
someone who we
Brody,
don't,
I have no
don't
idea.
know. Okay.
No.
Not that
All right. So, Greg, you're up first.
All right.
And what you've been playing order. This one's for the Super Nintendo.
okay.
And of course, in these early issues of Game Fan, Not only are the reviews shorter,
Mm-hmm.
but they still do the thing where the line spacing changes depending on how many words the person actually wanted to write.
kind
So
of their
some of
thing.
these are very short.
Okay.
All right. You'll get a big yawn from me when you even mention an overhead shooter, as I could fill my tub with ones I don't like. But this one is quite the dazzling shooter, leaving a huge challenge behind for those who dare to compare. Best overhead for the SNES.
That's it?
That's the review.
That could be anything.
I don't
Get a
like
big
these
yawn
games.
from me when you even mention an overhead shooter.
That reminds me of Mark McDonald. Mark McDonald used to talk about how he didn't like overhead shooters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that he preferred horizontal. I think
Was Brody Mark McDonald?
maybe he was.
Maybe.
Figured it out.
I don't know. Axley.
It's the only one I can think of. Oh, it's not though.
It is not Axley.
Probably the wrong year.
That was going to be my guess. Super Star Soldier? I don't, or no. That was not. That was Space Megaforce? Space Megaforce.
It is Space Megaforce.
Hey!
God damn it.
Look at that.
Space Megaforce.
I was just trying to think of good top-down
That
shooters.
was a good shooter.
It was.
That was a good
basically
one. And
Blazing
Skid
lasers,
says
wasn't it?
Yeah.
he doesn't like it. He gets a
I thought he
big
said what?
yawn. But oh,
No,
wait.
wait,
He
Space
said,
is not what he says.
you're right. This one is quite the dazzling shooter.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Space Megaforce was. I think that was a Star Soldier game, wasn't it?
No, it was an Elise.
It was
Game.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
say,
right.
it was. It reminded me a lot of Blazing Lasers, which is of
Right.
course by the same development group.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Phil.
Yes.
This one's for
For
the
you, Phil.
PC Engine.
Oh, speaking of that, now this might be Super Star Soldier. Okay.
A PC Engine classic that still holds up well today. And also, by the way, can we just talk about how some of these magazines call games a classic? The PC Engine's like 3 years old.
Well, that's. I mean, it's a.
It's a classic.
It's so they're reviewing. It's the PC Engine. It's a PC Engine game. So this is a
Yeah.
Japanese game.
Yeah.
But they're reviewing it, even though it's a classic
Mhm.
that still holds up. So is this an old game?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I'm not
Let's-
sure, honestly.
Okay.
I am not sure.
Let's hear it.
But they're spending magazine space to talk about it.
Well, you know, got to
It
talk about
probably
something.
sold pretty well at
Got to talk about
the
something.
store. A PC Engine classic that still holds up well today. Blank is a close translation of the arcade original, considering the PC Engine can't do any fancy hardware scaling or rotation.
Hmm.
This game offers clear digitized voice and provides a tough challenge, making this game a must-have.
Ooh. R-Type? Ugh.
No.
Okay.
Greg.
So is shooter? Did it say
They-
shooter? It said
They didn't
shooter.
say
No.
they didn't.
No?
We have no idea what the genre is.
They did not say
Sorry, can you
shooter.
read
They
it
said
again?
a close
I-
translation.
Yeah. There's an arcade
PC Engine
version.
classic.
I'll read it
Close
again.
translation
PC
to-
Engine classic that still holds up well today. Blank is a close translation of the arcade original, considering the PC Engine can't do any fancy hardware scaling or rotation. This game offers clear digitized voice and provides a tough challenge, making this game a must-have.
Hmm.
Was Space Harrier on the PC Engine?
I believe it was actually. Yeah,
I'm gonna say Space Harrier,
that's actually a good guess.
but not a good enough guess.
Sorry, that
Fair
is
enough.
incorrect. The answer is Power Drift.
Ugh.
Oh,
I had the right company
Drift.
yeah,
and the right arcade hardware.
yeah.
There you go. All right,
It's got to count for nothing.
Yeah.
Greg, you're
Alright.
up.
Yep.
This one is for the PC Engine CD.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
blank gets 2 much needed improvements on Super CD that were absent on the Genesis. The addition of an options screen to set up your game and one of the best soundtracks you'll ever hear. My only complaint is the lack of a scroll in the background level.
They
Or,
love their scrolls.
Sorry, a lack of a scroll in the underground level. There we go. Other than that, I would say this is the best version so far and a solid title for a new system.
So it was on the Genesis.
It's on Super CD. It's got a new options screen. You can set up your
Finally.
game.
Finally.
And then it has a great soundtrack.
I remember
One of
that was the
best
bullet point on the back
soundtracks
of the box.
You'll ever hear. Options.
New option
Yeah.
screen.
New options screen.
They had a big starburst. Set up your game.
It's on the Genesis.
Yeah.
Now it's on the Super CD. PC Engine CD, sorry.
Yeah, Super CD. Yeah.
CD-ROM.
Yep.
Rom.
See, I want to say like Lords of Thunder, but that was on the
Wasn't a
PC
Genesis
Engine
game.
first, and it wasn't a Genesis game. It was a Sega CD game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did port that, didn't they?
Yeah. But I can't think of anything else. I don't know. I don't have a guess. I don't know.
Okay. Phil?
It's Forgotten Worlds. What?
Nope.
Dare you? That's crazy.
Sorry, you're wrong.
Oh, disappointing.
The
What was it?
answer is Shadow of the Beast.
Oh.
Shadow.
Oh,
of
so
the
it was a
Beast.
port of a port from the Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
A port of a port
Game-
is a PC game, right?
Port?
Yeah, it was an Amiga game.
Yeah.
Amiga game that was ported to Genesis, then ported.
It's
to
one of those
Super CD.
Amiga games that always look so pretty in screenshots, and everybody back in the magazines in the 90s went nuts for, and then you played it. It's like, this is garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
This one is for the PC Engine CD.
Okay. Better not be Forgotten Worlds.
If you're not going to do this game justice, then don't bring it out.
Oh, jeez.
Not that blank is an entirely bad game. It's just that I expected so much more. Where is the 2-player option? Where is the scrolls? Here's the flicker. Is this really a Super CD? Well, at least the music's good.
Oh, okay. So it's a Super CD?
That's what they said in the review. Is this really a Super CD?
Without the scrolls.
Okay.
It doesn't have any scrolls.
It doesn't have the scrolls.
No 2-player option, but it has flicker.
Oh, man.
If you're not going to do this game justice, then
Right.
don't bring it out.
So angry. Man. Jeez, I'm trying to think what it could be. I'm trying to think of Super CD games.
Phil, do you often
Yeah.
find yourself asking where the scrolls
Where are the scrolls?
is?
Yeah.
Where is the
Absolutely.
scrolls?
You know what? Was it might have been the other day when I was playing one of those Darius games. And there was a
Yeah.
lot of parallax scrolling, and the first thing that popped in my head was like, look at all the scrolls. The game's got so many scrolls.
I
Die
get
Hard would have
60
loved
frames per
this.
second Digital Foundry stuff. I need
Yeah.
scrolls.
I just give me the number of scrolls. Are there,
Yeah.
are there a lot?
And the number of megs.
Yeah. How woody
Yeah, that's what I
inducing are
cared
these
about.
graphics?
How many megs in that soft?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm man. I have no idea. I don't have a guess. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't even think of a Super CD game that would match that.
Greg,
I don't really have a guess either, so I'm just gonna steal Phil's old guess and say Forgotten Worlds.
There you go.
It
It's gonna be, isn't it? Oh,
is Forgotten Worlds.
oh no!
Thanks, Phil.
Boom.
You're welcome.
Well, it was lack of
no.
2-player option.
Yeah,
of
that's
When it said that, I was like, well, Phil just said Forgotten Worlds.
I see. I thought
So
I
now I know
remembered it.
Forgotten Worlds was on a Turbo CD at some point.
I thought I'd
'Cause I
remembered it
remember.
having 2-player mode, but I guess not.
Nope.
Oh man.
All right,
awesome.
Greg,
I
you
love it.
are up.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it 1-1 now?
It is 1-1.
1-1,
Tie.
okay.
fun.
It's all
Wow.
tied up.
All right, this is going into the final round, and then we have a tiebreaker, of course. This one's for the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Got about a week, maybe a vacation coming up. Plan on parking it for a while with this no sleeper from blank. Amazing sound and graphics keep you going on this one as you'll pull out your hair and toss controllers all night. Whether you're into action, RPGs, or whatever, blank is a true test. Excellent.
What did they say about the graphics?
This is a Genesis game?
That's a
No,
Super
sorry,
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
I'm sorry.
What did it say about the graphics?
Amazing sound and graphics keep you going on this one.
Amazing sounding graphics?
Amazing
and.
sound and graphics.
Oh, okay.
You can hear this. You can
These
see the
graphics sound
sound.
great.
You
This
see
is the best
graphics.
sounding game I've ever
You-
seen.
You've never heard these graphics. Let me tell you.
Can you? It's
Yeah.
got RPG elements and
Read that again.
yeah.
Got about a
please.
week, maybe a vacation coming up. Plan on parking it for a while with this no sleeper from blank. Amazing sound and graphics keep you going on this one as you'll pull out your hair and toss controllers all night. Whether you're into action, RPGs, or whatever, blank is a true test. Excellent.
Is that emphasis, CJ? On excellent.
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 Oh my god. That says 0 about the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Except that it's long.
You'll be pulling your hair out all night.
But the amazing sound and graphics will keep you going.
It's one of those all-nighter games.
It's a no sleeper.
It's no sleeper.
Sleeper.
They were trying to make that a thing, weren't they?
I don't know. Were they?
It's a
I don't
no
remember
sleep.
that.
Sounds like a no. Well, I don't think it was a regular thing, but
You
They're
don't remember in the
they're-
90s? We were always talking about how games were no sleeper.
sleepers.
it's a real no sleeper, right? Just their usage of it there makes it sound like someone on their staff said that a lot and was
No
hoping that other
hyphen
people.
sleeper.
Um,
No sleeper.
It's a no sleeper.
I'm gonna guess. This isn't gonna be right. Illusion of Gaia.
Mm.
Sorry, no.
Secret of Mana.
Yeah, see, that's my
Yeah.
first thought,
It's like
but I think it's the wrong year.
no.
I think they're both the wrong year.
Yeah, probably.
That was Equinox.
That's
Equinox.
Sony, right? Is that a
I
Sony
think,
image
yeah,
soft?
it's
It
a
was
Sony
like the
image
pseudo sequel to Solstice.
I think
That's
you're
what everyone
right.
kind of
Oh yeah,
seemed
yeah.
to think.
Yeah, that kind of isometric perspective. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, Phil.
Wasn't Solstice from Rare?
No.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
For some
No.
reason
don't think so.
Thought it was from Rare.
Okay.
Phil,
Yes.
you could win it with this one.
Finally.
It's for the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
At first, I thought this one may be pretty good. The graphics are great and the soundtrack is one of the best I've heard, but after a few levels, I found myself falling asleep at the controller.
Ooh.
There's just not enough here. High frustration and missing moves killed the game. Better than a poke in the eye.
Missing moves.
Missing moves. Missing moves.
Missing moves. High frustration and missing moves killed.
But looks
the
and
game.
sounds great. Looks and sounds great, right?
Yeah.
But it's got
Apparently.
missing moves.
Missing moves.
Ah. First thing that came to my head was Final Fight.
Hmm.
But it seems like if they were going to complain about missing moves, they'd probably also complain about a missing character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there were any missing moves in Final Fight.
There was a missing guy.
There was a
Literally.
yeah,
there is.
That's good.
I
Nice
got
job,
it.
CJ.
I got it.
I should go back in time and write for Game Fan.
Missing moves.
Missing moves. Don't focus on that too much, I guess. But that's the only
what else
piece of
is there?
information.
What else is there to focus on? It's got good graphics and sound. Okay, that's a lot of Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Missing moves is really the only
That's
kind of standout
well
thing.
better than a poke in the eye.
Okay, well, I mean, most games are that. I think I'd rather play
Bay-Base kids.
Bay-Base kids than have someone poke me in the eye.
Let's not go crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard are they poking me in the eye?
That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
Enough where you see the little patterns.
Is it like soft enough that I kind of like it, or
Start seeing stars.
It's slow and sensual, or a
Stars.
quick jab? Is it just with the finger? Is there a stick involved? There are a lot of variables here with this poke.
It's a box quote. Really better than a poke in the eye. It's a good one.
Man, I don't know.
The graphics are great and the soundtrack is one of the best I've heard. But after a few levels, I found myself falling asleep at the controller.
Yeah.
It's just not enough here. High frustration and missing moves killed the game. Better than a poke in the eye.
Ugh. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Final Fight. I know it's wrong, but I don't know what else to say. If it's Forgotten Worlds again, I'm gonna
On the Super Nintendo?
on Super Nintendo?
That's the joke. That was the joke.
Or if
Greg.
I find out he's a nerd. I don't know. Makes me. I agree with Phil. It sounds like it must be an arcade game,
Right.
but missing moves. We're pre Street Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
2. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a guess.
Yeah.
The answer is Super Valis 4.
Oh.
Missing moves from the
Super
PC Engine version.
Valis 4. I'm
Yes.
guessing that.
Yes, it's got to be
would
from the
be-
PC Engine version. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I wish they talk about the game in these reviews.
I know, right?
Right. Well, I think they do later in the magazine. They do the
Well,
full
like the
page
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the
You're
big
right.
spread. Yeah,
Yeah.
spread.
kind of
So,
functions as the big review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super Valis 4.
All right. We are tied 1-1, people.
Yep.
Oof. Going into the tiebreaker
Gotta
here.
do the tiebreaker.
All right. We're going to have Greg go first
All right.
in this one.
Okay.
Greg, this is for the Genesis.
Oh, here we go.
Yay.
Here we go.
The first Polygon game on the Genesis that doesn't make me want to throw my controller.
Oh,
Blank mixes simulation and shooting very well and gives you 3 play choices and 2 viewpoints, creating a lasting challenge and an impressive overall package. The best in its class.
The first 3D game on the Genesis.
First Polygon game on the Genesis that doesn't make me want to throw
Right.
my controller. So
so
there
it could
have
be
been
the
other
seventh.
polygonal games on the Genesis, but those have made him want to throw his controller.
Yeah.
And
This
finish
one is
review
the
again?
first one. What?
Can you finish the review again?
Yes. Blank mixes simulation and shooting very well. Gives you 3 play choices and 2 viewpoints, creating a lasting challenge and an impressive overall package. The best in its class.
So a polygonal 3D game that simulation and shooting, so it's not hard driving, which is the first polygonal game.
Was that the first one?
That was the first one that was
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
There was another one in Japan
Clearly
that never
made-
came here.
Skid
Okay.
want to throw his controller.
So then another early one that has shooting is Steel Talons.
Oh. Whoa.
It's Steel Talons.
Greg.
Whoa.
There weren't a lot of
Congratulations.
3D polygonal games on the Genesis,
That's true.
especially
Wow.
by 1992.
Man.
I'm impressed you got that one
Yeah,
based
really.
on that review.
Yeah.
Steel
Good
Talons.
job.
Wasn't that an arcade
Well, I mean,
game? or
To be
something,
fair,
too?
yeah, it was. To be fair, they actually did tell you something about the game there.
That's true.
It's a polygonal
did.
game on the Genesis with
Yep.
shooting.
Yep.
In
Sim
1992,
features.
there aren't a lot of games that fit that description.
That is true.
That's a good point.
Although if you were not
Hmm.
someone who was doing a chronological
Oh,
kinda
you'd never know
history of Sega, yeah, you would.
No.
Because I certainly I don't remember Steel Talons at all.
No,
So.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
I only remember that it existed. I don't think I've ever actually played it.
Was that
Right.
an
I just know it's-
Atari arcade game?
Yeah, I think it was, I want to say Tengen brought that out.
Yeah, I want to say
Okay.
Tengen did that, but yeah. Steel Talons is correct. It got an 87 from Skid.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it runs
Alrighty,
at
Greg.
5 frames a second.
You are our winner.
Congratulations, Greg. You
this
did
week.
it.
51 points to 1.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it didn't really have to be worth 50 points. It could have just been like could have been worth 0.01
I
points
don't
and
know
he
what
still
you're
would have
talking
won.
about.
Steel Talons was an Ed Log game.
Really?
Ah,
Huh. Okay.
Ed Rotberg and Ed Log designers.
I see.
And it was Atari / Tengen, however you say that.
Tengen, yeah.
Tingen.
Tingen. All right. Congratulations to Greg. You
You
have
did it.
won the game.
You did it, old bean.
You did it.
Thank you, sir.
Good
You
job.
did it fair and
sirs.
square, sir.
Good job.
I want to say thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who have made
Mhm.
this after show possible. Thank you very much for your support. And if you, dear listener, have an idea for a game that we can play on the after show, you can email that to player1podcast@gmail.com. You can construct any type of game
Ooh.
for us to play. And maybe you want to use jeopardylabs.com to construct a Jeopardy style game like the one that we played last week, which, Greg, if you have not listened to it, you should listen to that because it is very, very funny. But yeah, so you can create a Jeopardy style game for us. Send us the link to that player1podcast@gmail.com address, and we'll play it on the show. So thank you again for your support. We hope that you're doing well out there. We hope your friends, family, loved ones are all safe and well. Please get the shot if you're eligible. Get vaccinated. Keep wearing the masks, and we'll talk at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.